There, and welcome to this week's Golf Equipment Q&A. I'm Valerie Melvin, I'm here with Frank Thomas, and we're in the Frankly Frog Putting Studio in Orlando, Florida, where it's our mission to help you improve your putting. This week we have the results of the trivia quiz from last week, and the answer to the question last week, which was when was the 14 club rule first adopted into the rules of golf, was
1938. And I can find that out on page 202 in From Sticks and Stones.
And congratulations to Stu Bell up in Canada, who has got a signed copy of From Sticks and Stones heading his way very soon. So well done, Stu.
The one concern I want to remember that the RNA and the USGA don't adopt or haven't adopted in the past some of the technical rules on equipment at the same time. So in this particular case, 1938 was when the USGA adopted the rule first, 1939 was when the RNA adopted it. But we will then be more specific next time and say when it was at first introduced into the rule.
Absolutely, and well done, 211 of you got the correct answer, so we must have taught you well, either that or you're very good on Google. Okay. Now this week's question. This week's question is, when was the overall distance standard for balls first introduced into the rules of golf? Was it 1942, 1976, 1982, 1988, or 1992? So select your answer on the website at franklygolf.com. And do you know the answer to that one, Frank?
I do.
I think you've got the inside scoop on that. Anyway, moving on to this week's Q&A was from Jerry, and Jerry wanted to know about hand dominance. Frank, how important is hand dominance when putting?
Hold the book for me, will you? Jerry, hand dominance is very, very important. We have left-handed or right-handed, that's how we are. Very few of us are really ambidextrous. But, there's some golfers who are left-handed who played right-handed. Ben Hogan is an example. And Phil Mickelson's a right-handed and he plays left-handed. So we do have these things and we have the ability to change. However, in putting, because both of our hands are on the putter at the same time, we want to make sure that we don't let them fight each other. Because one hand wants to try and dominate over the other. And so we have to try and avoid this fight between the two hands. So we want one hand to dominate, and you can do that by either changing your grip, various methods of doing it, or just basically thinking dominance, and that's what is extremely important. If your hands are fighting each other, you're going to be inconsistent and you're not going to make a good stroke.
What do you think of Sergio's claw grip?
Sergio's claw grip is a very good example. I mean, he takes it and then he holds it like this. This is taking the right hand out of the equation not completely, but it certainly won't allow him to grip it the same way as you would. So Sergio is an example where his left hand is now dominating and his right hand is sort of going along for the ride and not being able to let the right hand dominate.
Very good. Well, take part in the trivia quiz this week. Good luck with that. And until next week,
may the frog be with you. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Find your frog at franklyfrog.com. Ribbit.